Testament to Dawson's dedication, consistency, and the love for the game. At this time, will manager Justin Raver present the record-breaking baseball to Dawson. Congratulations, Dawson. The entire Pittsville community is proud of you. Let's hear it for number 2, Dawson Luther.
All right, welcome out here to Pittsville here, the home of the Pittsville Panthers here. They come in here with an overall record here in the season of 11-4. Play out of the CW South Conference. They are 7-0 in conference play here, head coached by Justin Rayburn. Coach Wayne Sankey out there for the pregame umpire, pregame collaboration here. Again, Zaleski Sports on the call, Braden Sutter, production, Brandon Barroncott on the call for this one here today. Looks to be a very good day for some high school baseball here on a Friday night. 77 degrees or so, we'll say. This game certainly a very important game for both teams here. This Pacelli with the one loss in conference play, 6-1 in the CW South Conference, with Pittsville 7-0 in the CW South Conference. So it's definitely a lot at stake. Certainly a lot of baseball in front of both teams here, but clearly the two top teams in the Central Wisconsin South Conference going at it. We had a tribute to Dawson Luther, who collected his 119th hit, which is the all-time school record here at Pittsville, a record that was held since 2011 by Jordan Rayburn. So congrats to Dawson. Dawson just a junior as well, so a lot of baseball, a lot of hits most likely in his future. He's certainly not done, you have to think. But either way, congrats to Dawson Luther on the all-time hit leader out here in Pittsville, and certainly a lot of in very good company, we'll say, out in Pittsville here. 4:30 tip-off here. Again, so many of our game day sponsors here today, one of them being the Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency. They are your full-service agency in Pittsville, offering auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance from a variety of companies, including Progressive. Whatever you need to protect, let them provide you with a free quote. Good luck, Panthers, from the Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency, serving all of central Wisconsin with offices in Pittsville and in Loyal. So Pittsville, we'll go through our starting lineups here in our pregame show. Pacelli, Melise Badoon will lead things off, play shortstop. Jaden Garski will hit in the 2 spot, playing center field. Lucas Hammerly hits third, bat in the second base slot there. Tomas Waymoda will hit fourth and play first base. Sully Schober will hit fifth at third base. Eric Ranke hitting sixth. So Melise Badoon to lead things off for the Cardinals. He'll play short, as we mentioned. Jaden Garski will hit second at center field. Second baseman Lucas Hammerly hitting third tonight. Tomas Waymoda will hit fourth. He'll play first base. Sully Schober will play third base and bat fifth. Eric Ranke to do the catching tonight, hitting sixth. Nate Hammerly hitting the 7th spot as a DH. Bryce Flaker in right field, hitting 8th. And then brother Braden Flaker will hit 9th out in left field. Kelton Opper, the senior left-hander, out on the hill for the Cardinals here tonight. Switch it over to the home Pittsville Panthers. Logan Zickert will be out in the hill. He'll hit first. Dawson Luther out in center field, hitting second. Grant Radaman hitting third and playing third base. Ben Friday hits fourth at short. Darren Luther at first base hitting fifth. Brody Withers will hit sixth and play left field. Cash Osterman hitting seventh at second base. Jamison Krieger hitting eighth, doing catching here. Will Tolsman will be at the designated hitter spot, and Rayson Schooley will be out in right field. And we'll get our national anthem here.
We honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
There for getting ready for some CW South Conference action here on this gorgeous Friday evening here on Friday, May 9th. Between the two top teams in this Central Wisconsin South Conference, between the Cardinals here of Stevens Point Pacelli and the Panthers here of Pittsville. At our starting lineups here, and again, we'll go through our brief rundown here. Pacelli 13-2 overall, 6-1 in conference play. They were last in action on Monday night. Swept a doubleheader over Wild Rose on Monday night. That was down in Plover at Memorial Field. Pacelli will be back in action, hosting a doubleheader tomorrow. They'll start with Bonduel at 11 o'clock, and then about 1:30 they will host Spencer. So a two-game set there for the Cardinals tomorrow. That'll be down at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Pittsville, after today, will be back in action on the road at Plainfield Tri-County on Monday, May 12th. Pittsville, again, as we mentioned, 11-4 overall. They are 7-0 in conference play. They were last in action on yesterday, last night, in fact, a 10-0 victory over Rochelle right out here. So a couple conference games in a row here, and we are underway here. Melise Badoon will lead things off here for the Cardinals. Badoon, Garski, and Hammerly, 1, 2, 3 here for Pacelli. The senior left-hand flame-throwing Logan Zickert on the hill. Right-hander, I beg your pardon. Pitch is just down. It's 1-0 now to Badoon. That ball hit on the ground is short. Play is made, the 6-3 there. Ben Friday fielding that, the 6-3 ground out to retire Melise Badoon for out number one. That'll bring up the sophomore center fielder in Jaden Garski. Senior Lucas Hammerly in the on-deck spot for the Cardinals. Zickert working from the windup here. His first offering is going to be inside. It's 1-0 now to Garski. That ball hit out to right field, and play is made there, and Schooley there to the F9 here for out number 2. And that'll bring up second baseman here in Lucas Hammerly. Breaking ball, and that one just missed, so it's 1-0 now to Hammerly. Uemura, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. That's in there, called strike. It's 1-1 now to Hammerly. Zickert's 1-1 offering is going to be just outside. Goes 2-1 now to Hammer. And that one's going to miss outside. It's 3-1 hitters count here now to Lucas Hammerly. 2 outs here. Top half inning number 1. Michael Jankowski Field here in Pittsville. 3-1 offering is in there. It's called strike. It's now full count now to Hammerly. The 3-2 pitch, and that's hit on the ground. Fielded by Zickert. He'll throw to 1, and the 1-3 ground out. A 3-up, 3-down inning here. So a 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on here. We are through 1 half in the books here. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 1. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in 1 moment.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
All right, we are back. Bottom half inning 1 coming up here. A 3-up, 3-down inning here. Defensively for the Cardinals, Sully Schober at third, Melise Badun at short, Lucas Hammerly over at second base, and Tomas Uemura over at first. You got Ranky behind the plate here, Jaden Garski out in center, Braden Flaker in left, and Bryce Flaker defensively out in right field here for the Cardinals. Food and fun are the features at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Stop in for daily food specials like the $2 burgers on Tuesdays and their Friday fish fry. That's great food and fun at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. So Pittsville will have Zickert, Dawson Lutheran, and Grant Radaman here, as we mentioned in our pregame show. Dawson Lutheran collecting his 119th career hit, breaking the all-time Pittsville school record for hits accumulated throughout a career, at a record that stood since 2011, held by Jordan Rayburn. So Zickert will lead things off here for the Panthers, with senior left-hander Kelt Knopper on the hill for the Cardinals. Tale of two very dynamic pitchers from both squads going at action here. That one's going to get away. It's going to go 1-0 now to Zickert. Hopper working out of the stretch here. The 1-0 pitch here to Zickert is swung on and miss. It goes 1-1 now to Logan. Hopper set here, the 1-1 offering that's going to get fouled and out of play. It goes 1-2 now to Zickert. Hopper set with his signs from his catcher, battery mate Eric Ranke. The 1-2 offering is miss high. It's 2-2 now to Zickert. So even in 2-2 to Logan Zickert. Outfield at medium to probably moderately deep here, and count goes full now to Logan. Hopper set with his sign. Time is called here by Logan. Full count offering and a swing and a miss. And a first serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here. That's out number 1 here, and that'll bring up the aforementioned all-time hits leader here in junior Dawson Luther. With one away here with Kel Knapper working out of the stretch here for the Cardinals. And then one catches a corner. It's 0-1. Grant Radaman, the on-deck hitter here for the Panthers. Hopper's 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be out of play and foul. It's quickly 0-2 now. 0-2 to Dawson Luther. The 0-2 offering on the way here from Hopper is going to be outside and a little high. It goes to 1-2 now, Dawson. Hit on the ground, Uemura. That's going to be in foul territory. Get another chance for Dawson. Tomas, the senior first baseman, we've certainly seen him out on the hill a few times here for the Cardinals as well. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the second Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Kel Knapper. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice. And cleanup, restoration 2 away now for third baseman Grant Radaman. Hopper working out of the stretch here for Pacelli. Pitch on the way is downstairs. It's 1-0. Ben Friday, the on-deck hitter for the Panthers. And gets a piece of that. The foul tip, it's 1-1 now. Hopper's 1-1 pitch is outside. It's 2-1. And Hopper misses high and away here, so it's a hitter's count now, 3-1 to Radaman. And a called strike caught the corner there. Grant thought maybe that was ball 4, but it's full count now to Grant. Hopper working out of the stretch here. 3-2 pitch on the way. And that's going to hit Radaman, so a hit by pitch. A 2-out hit by pitch here to get Radaman down to first. Ben Friday with 2 outs now, the shortstop. Hitting in the cleanup spot here for the Panthers. Darren Luther, the on-deck hitter, should Ben reach here. Hopper comes set here. The pitch misses inside. It's 1-0 now to Ben Friday. So Hopper with a pair of Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts and the hit by pitch here with Friday up. And that one misses outside and low. It's 2-0 now to Friday. The 2-0 pitch here from Hopper. And that one misses inside, so it's quickly 3-0 now to Ben Friday. Hopper down, right down Wisconsin Avenue, as they would say. 3-1 now, hitters count for Ben Friday. Three-one offering on the way here from Hopper, and that's fouled back. It goes full now to Ben. Uemura holding Radaman on first over there. Full count on the way here to Friday. Hopper checking back on Grant over there. Three-two pitch coming up here from Kelton Hopper. And a swing and a miss. And that is the third Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here today. 1 inning complete here. No runs, no hits, a runner left on. We are through 1 inning here. We'll move to the second inning of play here. Score 0-0. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in 1 moment.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence. Apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, back here, top half inning number 2. Tomas Uemura to lead things off here for the Cardinals. And Zickert in there, the fastball. It's 0-1 now to Uemura. The 0-1 offering here from Zickert is fouled and out of play. It's quickly 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 to Tomas. Sully Schober, the on-deck hitter for Pacelli. Zickert's 0-2 offering here to Tomas, and that's gonna miss up, it looks like. So it's 1-2 now to Uemura. Breaking ball in there. Uemura hitting that one out of play. Remains 1-2 now. So Tomas really kind of etched as sort of the everyday first baseman here for the Cardinals. When he's not throwing breaking ball in there and a dandy, but it just missed. It's now even at 2-2. Two-two pitch here to Tomas. And that's in there for a called third strike. The fastball right down the middle by Zickert. Serb pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, his first here for Logan Zickert. Of course, you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the #1 choice and cleanup and restoration. Sophomore Sully Schober now. Zickert works, and that one misses just high. It's 1-0 to Schober. That one fouled. Look out over there. It's 1-1. And keep those guys on their toes, he says. That's 1-1 now to Schober. Yeah. Nice pitch now. It's 1-2. Schober unable to check that one. Either way, that was a good 1-1 pitch there from Logan. And that's in there for the second called K here. Another Serb pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Logan Zickert, his second here. Quickly 2 away, and that'll bring up the sophomore and catcher Eric Reinke. With junior Nate Hammerly, the on-deck hitter here for Pacelli. Zickert fastball in there. 0-1 now to Reinke. And a nice pitch there. It's quickly 0-2 now to Reinke, 2 away. And that's in there for the third strikeout looking here. A 1-2-3 inning, a trio of called strikeouts here. So a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on here. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 2. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back in 1 moment.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors, that's the Pittsville Farm and Home Center. They have everything from hydraulic hoses to red roses. They make customized hydraulic hoses and have a fresh flower shop and garden center opening soon. They are also your Milwaukee tool dealer. That is Pittsville Farm and Home Center. So this game certainly living up to the hype as you expected it would. Granted, very early on in this, but certainly the tale of two dominant conference pitchers here in senior Logan Zickert and senior Kelton Opper here, both very efficient here with 3 Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts between the two of them here. And Pittsville will have 5, 6, and 7 coming up here in their half of inning number 2 with Darren Luther, Brody Withers, and Cash Osterman here for the Panthers. So 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Hopper works from the stretch here for Pacelli. And that is in there for a called strike. It is 0-1 now to Darren Luther. Lefty versus lefty here. The 0-1 pitch Misses outside. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch here, and that is, let's say, a strike. So it's 1-2. Hopper's 1-2 pitch on the way. And that one misses out. It goes even at 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss, and another Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Kelton Hopper. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the #1 choice and cleanup and restoration. That'll bring up the 6-hitter in left fielder Brody Withers. That ball hit, and that'll get out of play and foul. It's 0-1 now to Withers. The 0-1 pitch. Lost it in the sun. That's another foul ball. It's 0-2 now to Withers. Time is called here by Withers. Certainly never want to blame anything on the sun, because the sun is absolutely one of the best things we have going right now, I think, the sun. The 0-2 pitch, that one's going to be hit out of play, and it's going to remain 0-2 now to Withers. Breaking ball in there and a nice one. That is the 5th Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Kelton Hopper. And that'll bring up the second baseman here in Cash Osterman with 2 away. Hopper misses high and away, so it's 1-0 to Cash. And a swing and a miss there. It goes 1-1 now to Cash Osterman. And that one will miss. It's 2-1 now. Jamison Krieger, the on-deck hitter for the Panthers. The 2-1 pitch here is hit foul back into the fencing material. It's even at 2-2 now. Two pitch to Osterman. And that ball hit. It's going to be out to Flaker and right. Flaker will make the play there. The F9 here to retire Cash Osterman. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on here. We are through 2 innings of baseball here today. We'll move to the top half of inning number 3. Scoreless currently. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in 1 moment.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors, that's Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage, is proud to be part of the Pittsville community. Their team of employees work hard every day to get the job done, just like the Pittsville Panthers. Good luck, Panthers, from Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage of Pittsville. So it's 0-1 now to Nate Hammerly. I think it's 7, 8, 9 here for Pacelli coming up. And that one's in there. It's quickly 0-2 now to Nate. Zickert out for his third inning of work. And that one's fouled back. It remains 0-2. Logan with the 3 Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts through 2 innings of work here for the Panthers. And that'll miss high to Hammerly. It goes to 1-2 now. Sophomore Bryce Flaker, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. And that one hit fouled, so Hammerly staying alive here. Certainly as we would have expected, again, as we mentioned in our pregame here, tale of 2 dynamic pitchers here going at it here in a very pivotal conference game here. Breaking ball, and that is in there, a called third strike, and the 4th Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Logan Zickert. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro, or the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. 1 away now for right fielder Bryce Flaker, who made the final play out and right in the last half inning, and that one's fouled back. It's 0-1. And that one fouled away. It's 0-2 now. Visit Marshfield. Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 30th and 31st. Check out visitmarshfield.com for all of the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. That one just high. It's 1-2 now to Bryce. Older brother Braden in the on-deck area for the Cardinals. 1 away. Top half inning number 3. Zickert breaking ball and a Jim Dandy at that, and that is another Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here, his 5th here today. 2 away now for senior left fielder Braden Flaker. Fastball in there. It's quickly 0-1 to Braden. And that one's going to get a piece of Braden, so he will be aboard with a hit by pitch. And that'll bring up the top of the order with Melise Badoon, 0 for 1 here today. Grounded to short in his first at-bat. Back over in the first. C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales is your complete auto body repair shop. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company to make it easy for you and do windshield glass installation too. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. That's C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales. So Flaker shaking up maybe a little bit, looks to be okay. So back to the top of the order here in senior shortstop Melise Badoon. 2 outs here. Zickert working from the stretch. And that is in there, called strike. It's 0-1 now to Melise. And that's in there, called strike. So Definitely some movement on that one. Pretty good vantage point from up here at least. So it's 0-2 to Badun, with Braden Flaker over at first. Zickert will check back over to first there to Darren Luther. And Flaker on the move down, and he will slide in, and he's out at second. So caught stealing is Flaker for the third out here. Good defensive play there for Pittsville. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 3. We're all scoreless here. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in one moment.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors, that's Tabby's Blue Bayou. Backs the Pittsville Panthers. Stop in for some appetizers and a cold beverage after the game or anytime. Pizza, pretzels, nachos, and other snacks await you at Tabby's Blue Bayou in Pittsville, or order for delivery with DoorDash. So 8, 9, and 1 coming up here for the Panthers, with Jamison Krieger to lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 3 here. A pitcher's duo, as we were mentioning in our commercial break here. 10 Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts between the two. Zickert and Opper. So Kelton misses down. It's 1-0 now to Jamison Krieger. And that one fouled back. It's 1-1 to Jamison. Designated hitter Will Tolsman on deck here for the Panthers. Scoreless here in the bottom half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. There it goes. 1-2 now to Krieger. That one going to get fouled back, so it'll remain 1-2 now to Krieger. So 10 of the first 19 hitters between the two by way of strikeouts here today. 1-2 to Krieger. And a swing and a miss, and that's the 6th Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Kelton Opper. 1 away now, and designated hitter Will Tolsman. And that one misses upstairs. It's 1-0 now to Will. And a swing and a miss. Fastball going up a little bit. It's 1-1 now to Tolsman. Zickert on deck. 1-1 pitch here from Opper is a swing and a miss. It's quickly 1-2 now to Tolsman. And Kelton misses out on that. It's even in 2-2 now to Will. And that one in there for a called strike, and the 7th Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Kelton Hopper. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the #1 choice and cleanup. And restoration 2 away, top of the order, and Logan Zickert. Logan 0 for 1 here today. That one skips away from Ranke. Hopper's 1-0 pitch here to Logan Zickert. And that is in there. Fastball called strike. It's 1-1. And that one misses down. It's 2-1 now to Zickert. Junior center fielder Dawson Luther on deck for the Panthers with 2 away. And that one misses away. It's hitters count 3-1 now to Logan Zickert. Nobody on base here, 2 away. Bottom half inning, number 3. Hopper, 3-1 pitch on the way. And that one hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Zickert. Yep. So a 2-out single for Zickert and Dawson Luther now. Dawson 0 for 1. And Zickert, and he is going to be in there for the stolen base. So Zickert, the stolen base. Helping his own cause here. Runner in scoring position now with 2 away, and 0 count here to Dawson Luther. And that one's going to be tapped foul, so it's going to go 1-2 now to Luther. But Pittsville threatening here with a runner in scoring position. Pittsville all-time hits leader Dawson Luther at the plate. And that one just misses. It goes 1-2 now to Dawson. Grant Radaman on deck here for Pittsville. Hopper from the stretch here, the 1-2 offering to Luther. And that one hit high in the air, and Hammerly calling for it at second, and Lucas Hammerly will retire Dawson Luther for the F4. So no runs, 1 hit, a runner left on, no score still here. We'll move to the top half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in 1 moment.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors, that's a Healing Hands Chiropractic of Pittsville, wants to help you feel better by offering chiropractic care, massage therapy, low-level laser therapy, and spinal decompression. Contact Dr. Mandy and her staff today for an appointment. Healing Hands Chiropractic supports the local Pittsville community. Let's go Panthers. So we are in the top half of inning number 4 already. Moving along pretty quickly here in a one hit here between the two teams and about a dozen or so Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts between the two pitchers. So Melise Badoon will lead things off here. 0 for 1 here today. Again, grounded to short in his first at-bat back in the first. Zickert misses down and away, and it's 1-0 now to Badoon. That one's in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Sophomore Jaden Garski, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. Zickert working here in a good off-speed pitch there, and it's quickly up 1-2 now to Badoon. And breaking ball, Badoon lifts that one out of play and foul. So it'll remain 1-2 to Melise. The 1-2 pitch to Badoon, that one's low, and it's going to go even at 2-2 now. And that one will skip away. It goes to full now. A full count coming up to Badoon. And a ball 4, so base on ball here for Zickert. That'll bring up center fielder Jaden Garski, 0 for 1 here today. Flew out to right field, the F9 in his first at-bat. Lucas Hammerly, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. Zickert working from the stretch with Badoon down at first. He'll check back on Badoon. With Darren Luther playing first for the Panthers. Zickert working from the stretch, the pitch. Garski attempting bunt, bunts it foul. And it's 0-1. Garski with a bunt, and a pretty good bunt, and it's going to roll foul here, but a nice bunt nonetheless. It's 0-2 now to Garski. Stage of the game here, top half of inning number 4, looking to try to, both teams I'm sure going to try to do whatever they can to manufacture base runners and certainly runs, certainly coming at, I would think, a premium on a day like today. It's 0-2 now to Garski. Zickert coming set. He'll check back on Badoon. So Garski showing bunt again. He'll bunt through that, and he will be down on strikes for the first out, and a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Logan Zickert. His 6th here today. And that'll bring up Lucas Hammerly, who is 0 for 1 here today, grounded to Zickert back in the first, the 1-3 ground out. And that one misses, so it's 1-0 now to Lucas. Zickert in there with a fastball. It's 1-1 now to Lucas. Tomas Uemura, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. And that's going to be hit out to left, and the second out here for Hammerly. So the F7. Brody Withers to retire Hammerly. 2 away now for senior first baseman Tomas Uemura. 0 for 1 here today. Struck out looking back in the second. Zickert keeping a close eye on Badun over there. That ball hit and playable in center field. So the F8 to retire Tomas Uemura. So no runs, no hits. No errors. A runner left on here. We're still scoreless. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in one moment.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
All right, we are back. Bucks and Berries Cafe in Babcock is a place to go for signature pies and homemade food. Check out their daily specials and Friday fish fry. It's a cozy family fun atmosphere at Bucks and Berries Cafe, open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week on Highway 80 in Babcock and on Facebook. That is Bucks and Berries Cafe. Also brought to you today in part by Martin Motors. They support the Panthers and the Pittsville community. They provide complete auto repair, local transportation available on request. Call Lance or Amber at Martin Motors in Pittsville today to keep your ride running smoothly. So 3, 4, and 5 coming up here for the Panthers. Radaman Friday and Luther. Darren Luther. So Kelton Opper back out for his 4th inning of work. Don't have a pitch count for either, but both have been very efficient here today, no doubt. And that one's in there. He called strike. It's 0-1 to Radaman. Grant was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance back in the first. Opper misses pretty far out there, so it's 1-1 to Radaman. The 1-1 pitch. And it's 2-1 now to Grant. And that one misses down and in, so it's a hitter's count, 3-1 coming up here to the third baseman, Grant Radaman. And the base on ball given up to Radaman here to start things off in the bottom half of inning number 4. So Radaman aboard. And that'll bring up Ben Friday. With nobody out and Radaman down at first. Hopper work in front. He'll check back. WIAA keeping that one in front of him here to keep Radaman at first. And a bunt laid down. Schober will field it. His only play will be to first, and the 5-3 sack bunt there by Ben Friday will get Radaman down to second and a runner in scoring position with one away, and Darren Luther coming up 0 for 1 here today. And that is in there, called strike, catches the corner. It's 0-1 now to Darren Luther. Oh, that one hits Luther on the helmet there, so the hit by pitch here by Opper. So a couple base runners aboard with one away, and Brody Withers coming up. Brody is 0 for 1 here today. You have to think a hit probably has a real decent chance to score the first run. Never a certainty, but odds probably somewhat favorable, although just the one away here, and Opper working out of the stretch here. Pitch to Withers, that one hit over to Badoon. He'll go to second, and they'll try for... So they'll get the fielder's choice, but Radaman will go to third. So the 6-4 fielder's choice. Runners at the corner with 2 away now, and Cash Osterman coming up. He is 0 for 1 here today. He flew out to right field in his last at-bat. I want to give thanks to the Ben Zawislin at Century 21 Gold Key Realty is your local hometown realtor serving the greater Pittsville area. Contact Ben today for a free consultation. Ben and C21 Gold Key Realty say, go Panthers. So 2 away here, and Osterman at the plate with runners at the corner here. Pacelli, a little conference there, possibly, I'm sure, collaborating on the situation here with runners at the corner and 2 away. That one's going to be fouled back. It's 0-1 now to Osterman. So Withers down at first. Radaman down at third. Opper with the 7 strikeouts here today. Just the 1 hit surrendered thus far. Opper will check back over to WIAA, keeping a watchful eye on Withers at first. Opper's 0-1 pitch here, and a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 now to Osterman. So it's 0-2 to Osterman. Opper getting his signs from his battery mate and Eric Ranke. That one just misses. It's now 1-2 to Osterman. The 1-2 pitch here to Osterman. And that's in there for a called strike. And another Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Kelton Opper. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup, And Restoration will move to the bottom half of inning number 4 here. Beg your pardon, we'll be moving to the 5th inning of play. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in 1 moment.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
All right, we are back here. One of our many game day sponsors. That's Lake Dexter Drive-In is a favored summertime stop after the ball game or on your way to your favorite fishing hole. Stop in for a bite to eat. Burgers, brats, fish fries, and more, plus all your favorite treats. Lake Dexter Drive-In will be opening soon. Open Memorial Day to Labor Day on Highway 80. That's Highway 80, and on Facebook, that is Lake Dexter Drive-In. So we are, hard to believe here, Braden, but we're already in the top half of inning number 5 here. Sully Schober to lead things off. Zickert back out for his 5th inning of work, so 5, 6, and 7 here today in this top half of inning number 5. Sully 0 for 1 here today. And that is in there, called strike. It's 1-1 to Schober. Sully struck out looking back in the 2nd. And that one will miss. It goes 2-1 now to Sully. And that one in there, called strike. It's even at 2-2 now to the sophomore Sully Schober. Breaking ball in there, and it's a called 3rd strike, and a dandy at that, and another Serb pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Logan Zickert, his 7th here today. 1 away, and Eric Rinke coming up. Eric is 0 for 1 here today, struck out looking back in the 2nd. So it's 0-1 to Rinke. And a swing and a miss, so it's quickly 1-2 now to Rinke. And another strikeout here. That's the 8th here, and another Serb pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, so Rinke down on strikes. And that'll bring up the number 7 hitter here, Nate Hammerly, 0 for 1 here today. With Bryce Flaker on deck. That one misses. It's 1-0 now to Nate. That one misses high. It's 2-0 now to Nate. And that is in there at called strike. It's 2-1 now to Hammerly. All hit on the, and a nice play made there for the 3rd out. So a 3-up, 3-down inning here. And that will move us here into the bottom half of inning number 5. We are still scoreless here out at Michael Jankowski Field here. Bottom half, inning 5 coming up. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Bottom 5th coming up here in 1 moment.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
All right, we are back for one of our many game day sponsors here today. For expertise, honesty, and seller service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicles come back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. That's Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's south side. Today is also brought to you in part by Bruce Orthodontics. They provide comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and most insurances accepted. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. That's Bruce Orthodontics. So 8, 9, and 1 coming up here for the Panthers. Jamison Krieger to lead things off, 0 for 1 here today. Kel Napper back out for his 5th inning of work. And the bunt, Schober coming up on it, gloves it, throws over to Uemura for the first out, but a nice bunt there for Krieger. One away now for Will Tolsman. Will is 0 for 1 here today. With Logan Zickert on deck. Logan with the sole hit in the game here. Opper to Tolsman, and that one's going to miss. It's 1-0 to Tolsman. And a swing and a miss to Tolsman. It's 1-1 now. And Apper, this is pretty outside on that one. It goes 2-1 now to Tolsman. And a swing and a miss. There it goes 2-2 now to Tolsman. So Opper working here with a 2-2 count to Tolsman. That one's going to be hit over to Uemura, who will glove that one. So that'll bring up Logan Zickert 1 for 2 here today with a stolen base. Trying to help his own cause here. 2 away. Opper working from the stretch, the pitch to Zickert, and that's in there for a called strike. It is 0-1 now to Zickert. And that one's going to be up the middle, so another base hit for Zickert. So Logan's second hit here today is 2 for 3. Certainly doing his part to try to will his squad here. So Dawson Luther up now. Dawson 0 for 2 here today. 2 outs and Zickert over at first. And that one's down. It's 1-0 to Luther. The 1-0 pitch. And Opper checking back on Zickert. Checking back with Uemura there. And that one's going to be hit hard, but it's going to go foul. It's going to go 1-1 to Dawson now. Put a charge into that one, but just out of play here. So it's 1-1. Dawson calling time here. So getting to the later stage of this one here. Topper checking his signs with his catcher here. It's 1-1. He'll check back on Zickert. Zickert on the move. That ball hit right back Topper, and he'll glove it and make the play there to retire Luther. We are through 5 innings here. No score here. We'll move to the top half of inning number 6. You are listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in one moment.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors today, that's Brock & Decker. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook, that is Brock & Decker. Also brought to you today in part by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So tap half of inning number 6 here, 8, 9, and 1 coming up here with Bryce Flaker leading it off here. And that one's in there, called strike. Zickert out for his 6th inning of work. The 0-1 pitch here to Bryce, and that one is just outside. It's 1-1. Bryce 0 for 1 here today. And that ball hit pretty well. And that'll be extra bases for Bryce Flaker, chugging into second, and Pacelli with their first hit here today. The leadoff double for the sophomore Bryce Flaker. So Flaker aboard, and that'll bring up left fielder Braden Flaker. Braden was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance back in the 3rd. So Flaker, and then top of the order and Badoon to follow. Bryce, a runner in scoring position now for the Cardinals. Their first threat, really, we'll say, offensively. It's 1-0 now to Flaker. Zickert from the stretch here. Flaker showing bunt, and he did go through and offer. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch here to Braden Flaker. It's 2-1 now. So top half, inning number 6. Game living up to all of the expectations, I would say. Bunted over to Zickert. Only play will be at first. He will get the sack bunt, and a nice bunt there. for one away now. And his brother Bryce Flaker goes to third on that. We're back to the top of the order here with Badoon 0 for 1 here today. Grounded to short and walked. Zickert works from the stretch, the pitch. That one's outside. It's 1-0 to Badoon. Both teams with Pittsville with the 2 hits and the overthrow, and that'll get Flaker to score the first run here. So Bryce Flaker scoring the first run here today. 1-0 pitch here to Badoon. And that one's going to miss down. It's going to go 2-0 now to Badoon. Jaden Garski on deck for the Cardinals. We'll get a mound visit here. We'll keep it right here in this very close baseball game here. Braden, I would say this is a tale of two. And we've said it a few times now, tale of two very stellar pitchers here doing battle here today. Both doing their part to will their respective teams to a conference victory. And certainly both teams have proven to be the top 2 teams in this conference here. Again, Pittsville, no blemishes in conference play. Pacelli with a 1 loss, and that was a 5-3 extra inning game about a month or so ago, I guess. So it's 2-0 now to Badoon. And that's in there, called strike. It's 2-1 now. And that ball hit in the air. Going back on it, and play will be, that'll be dropped out in right field. So the E9, that'll get Badoon aboard. So that'll bring up Jaden Garski 0 for 2 here today. He flew out to right and struck out. Pitch here from Zickert, and that's in there, called strike. It's 0-1 to Garski. So Badoon has been on base 2 of 3 times here today. And a pitch there to go 1-2 now to Garski. One away with Badoon. That's hit back over to unable to make the play to try to get the out, and they will get the out. A good way to stay with it, the out to get Garski there. 6-3 ground out. Badoon will get to second on that one. 2 away now for Lucas Hammerly. Lucas is 0 for 2 here today. He flew out to left field in his last at-bat back in the 4th, and then grounded to the pitcher back in the 1st. The 1-3 ground out. And that'll miss inside to Hammerly. It's 1-0. And that's a fastball in there to Hammerly. It goes to 1-1 now. Good pitch there by Zickert. That one's going to miss a little high, so it goes to 2-1. And that ball hit over to third. And 5-3 ground out will retire Lucas Hammerly for the third out, but not before the Cardinals strike with the first run here of the game. So we will move to the bottom half of inning number 6. Pacelli now with a 1-0 lead. Bottom 6 coming up here in just one moment. You're listening to high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here in one moment.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors that is Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. That's Express Employment. So Kelton Opper back out for his 6th inning of work here. And he will go through 3, 4, and 5 here for Pittsville. The heart of the order with Grant Radaman, Ben Friday, and Darren Luther coming up. 3, 4, and 5. Grant walked and was hit by a pitch in his 2 plate appearances here today. And Opper misses outside and perhaps a little high. It's 1-0. Hopper's 1-0 pitch here to Radaman. That's going to be hit foul. It'll go to 1-1 now. Pacelli softball. The girls won 8-0, I am told, here over Wausau West, over at Spud Field in Plover, the WIAA complex. 1-1. So it's 1-2 now to Radaman. And that one fouled back. It remains 1-2 to Radaman. Hopper getting a sign here from Ranke. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. It's going to go even at 2-2 now. So 2-2, nobody out here. Bottom half, inning number 6. Pacelli with a 1-0 lead. Ball hit on the ground, and that'll be a hit for Radaman to lead things off here in this bottom half of inning number 6 here. And that'll bring up Ben Friday. Had the sack bunt in his last at bat back in the 4th. Game certainly one where there's really very small margins for both teams, we'll say here. Base runners, hits, runs certainly come at a premium today. Opper checking back on Radaman. Pitch here is a swing and a miss. To Friday, it's 0-1. So Opper keeping an eye on Radaman at first. Pittsville with the 3 hits here today, 2 of those coming from Logan Zickert. The 0-1 pitch here to Friday is in there. It's a called strike. It's 0-2 now. Darren Luther, the on-deck hitter here for the Panthers. He's got Radaman down at first. The 0-2 pitch here from senior left-hander Kelton Opper on the way, and that one misses outside. It goes 1-2. Opper will step off momentarily. Going to check on his baseball here, it looks like maybe. Out here at Michael Jankowski Field. Sun feels awfully good on a day like today, right? Braden says yes. That one's going to miss outside. It's going to go even at 2-2 now. Opper misses outside, so the count now, Friday works the count to full. Still nobody out here with Radaman at first here for the Panthers. Looks to be a little bit of activity in the Cardinals bullpen here. That one's going to get fouled back. It's going to stay full here to Friday. I think that might have been Nate Hammerly in the pen there, perhaps, I believe. The junior right-hander. Chelly clinging to this 1-0 lead, and Friday will draw the base on ball. A good at-bat there by Ben Friday. Showing some patience there. It's a couple of runners on here for the Panthers, nobody out, and Darren Luther coming up. We'll keep it right here. Coach Sankey coming out here will, I think he's about 92 or so pitches maybe. I don't know that for certain, but 92, 93 maybe. Get our fact checker here, Braden Sutter.
I don't have game changer.
Keeping me in line. So nobody out with Radaman at second and Ben Friday down at first. You've got Darren Luther, Brody Withers, and Cash Osterman coming up here. So Coach Sankey will stay with his senior lefty, Kelton Opper. Probably get a few words in, the legendary head coach Wayne Sankey, who's been coaching about 26 years, I think, now. Maybe 27. So Darren Luther 0 for 1 here today, hit by a pitch and struck out in this tightly contested game here, showing bunt. Waymura charging on that one. It's going to go 0-1 now to Luther. Luther showing bunt again, gets a good one down. That should have, and they'll get the out at third there, the first out. Fielder's choice. So Friday gets down to second, Luther down to first on the fielder's choice, 1-5. And Brody Withers coming up. He grounded into the 6-4 fielder's choice and struck out looking in his 2 at-bats here today. That one's going to get foul. So it's 0-1 to Withers. Hopper working from the stretch here. That one hit on the ground to Badoon. Badoon gloves it, gets the throw, and the double play is turned. Wow, 6-4-3 double play to end the threat there for. So we are through 6 innings here. We'll move to the top half of inning number 7. Score remains 1-0 here. Pacelli, top half of inning 7 coming up here. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. 7th inning coming up here in one moment.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Yeah. All right, we are back. Top half of inning 7 here. Pacelli will send up 4, 5, and 6 with Tomas Uemura to lead things off here. The Cardinals top half of their half of inning 7 here. Not too much room for error for either squad here, as we've mentioned a few times today. Very small margins. That ball hit on the ground over to second. And the 4-3 ground out. 1 pitch, 1 out to retire Uemura for out number 1. And that'll bring up Sully Schober. Sully is 0 for 2 here today. Eric Ranke on deck here for the Cardinals. So I think Opper, I don't know pitch count where he's at, if he would get the ball for the 7th or not. I want to say it's probably very close. So Schober with 1 out. And that one skips away. It's going to go 1-0 to Schober, and looks like Tomas Uemura out in the Cardinals bullpen here. To think maybe he'll possibly get the 7th, depending on the trajectory of this one. It's 1-1 now to Schober. Goes to 2-1 to Sully. And that just missed. It's 3-1 now to Sully. And that's in there, called strike. It goes full now. Good pitch there by Zickert to Schober. So 3-2 here from Zickert, and that one just missed. So Schober draws the base on ball here with 1 out. And that'll bring up the catcher here, Eric Ranke, 0 for 2 this afternoon. With 1 out, and Schober aboard at first for the Cardinals. Zickert working from the stretch, the pitch, and that's in there, called strike. It's 0-1 to Ranke. That one misses high. It goes to 1-1 to Ranke. Zickert throwing back over to Darren Luther there to keep a watchful eye on Schober. A 1-1 pitch here from Zickert is in there. A called strike. It goes 1-2 now to Ranke. 1-2 pitch here from Zickert to Renke is down. It's 2-2 now. Zickert working from the stretch. And that one gets away, so Schober will go down to second. And it goes full now to Renke. And a swing and a miss, and a Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, the 9th here for Logan Zickert. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the #1 choice and cleanup and restoration. 2 away now for Nate Hammerly. Nate 0 for 2 here today. Lined to third in his last at-bat. And struck out looking back in the third. We'll get a courtesy runner here. I believe that is going to be Henry Garrettson, number 21. To courtesy run for Schober. So 2 away, and junior Nate Hammerly. Zickert working from the stretch, the pitch. That one's fouled back, it's 0-1. Bryce Flaker, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. Of course, had that double and run scored. The sole run for the Cardinals back just an inning ago. Should Hammerly reach. And that one's going to miss inside. It's going to go 1-1 now to Nate. And that one, they'll say ball 2, so it's 2-1 now to Nate. So the 2-1 count to Nate Hammerly, and that is, say that one missed, it's 3-1 now. So 3-1 to Nate Hammerly. Hammerly fouls that one away. Goes full now to Nate. Hammerly lifts that one out into center field, giving chase on it, and play will be made the F8 to retire Nate Hammerly for the 3rd out. So we'll move to the bottom half of inning number 7 here. Pittsville last wraps here. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back here for the bottom half of inning number 7.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
All right, we are back, bottom half of inning number 7 here. 7, 8, 9 coming up here for the Panthers. Pacelli will send out the senior right-hander Tomas Uemura to try to close things out here, but not before Cash Osterman, Jamison Krieger, and Will Tolzman. So a tightly contested baseball game, nothing but great baseball in my humble opinion, right? Two excellent teams doing battle here on a 78-degree Friday afternoon.
a good game is either like a 13-12 or 1-0.
Yeah, I like these kind of games. I have to be honest. Good, clean baseball, good pitching from both squads here. Kelton Opper's line, 6 innings, gives up the 3 hits, the 3 walks, and then the 8 Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts. Would be in line for the victory should things stay on the trajectory they're on, but still a lot of baseball in front of us here, and Cash Osterman will lead things off here for the Panthers. As we mentioned, 7, 8, 9 coming up. Cash 0 for 2 here today. Waimora, the right-hander who we've seen in a handful of relief-type situations throughout the course of this rather young season. He works out of the stretch here, and that one's going to be hit out of play, foul, and fielded cleanly here in the stands here in Pittsville. It's 0-1 now to Osterman. So Waimora working out of the stretch here for the Cardinals. He's briefly up 0-1 here to Osterman. Waimora comes set here, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball in there, it's 0-2 now to Osterman. Jamison Krieger, the on-deck hitter for the Panthers. And that one just misses now. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Tomas Waimora, his first Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. 1 away now for Jamison Krieger. Jamison 0 for 2 here today. Hit into the 1-3 ground out back in his last at-bat. And a swing and a miss from Waimora to Krieger. It's 0-1 now. Fastball hit out to Hammerly will field that one. So the F4 to retire Krieger for the second out. And that'll bring up Will Tolsman. He lined to first in his last at-bat. So 2 away now with Tolsman up. And that ball's going to be lifted out of play and goes foul here. So it goes to 0-1. Waimora comes set here from the stretch. 0-1 pitch here to Tolsman, misses out. It's 1-1. Waimora. Fastball is hit on the ground to Schober at third. He'll make the throw over to first and the 5-3 ground out for the third out. And that will be a final out here at Michael Jankowski Field in Pittsville. Pacelli with a 1-0 victory here today. Just an outstanding performance from both teams. Certainly both pitchers going toe-to-toe in this one. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds. Made daily. Get your cheese curds. Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll have our post-game. Hopefully get a few words here from Coach Sankey and a player For Zaleski Sports Highlight House, in just one moment, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up here after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
All right, we are back out here, Jankowski Field here in Pittsville. Head coach Wayne Sankey, you guys come out of here with a very inspiring 1-0 victory. Two of the best out there going toe-to-toe. Talk about a game like this. This is a grinder of all proportions here, Coach.
Yeah, you know, Kelton threw the lights out today, and Zickert did too. You had two aces, you know, in the state, you know, leading their teams today, and it was a tough game. You know, I think our defense made plays when we had to. You know, they get first and second and nobody out. We know the bunt's coming. We put on a little bit of a bunt coverage there to get the guy at third, and it worked. Thank God. We practice it all the time, but sometimes it doesn't work. But, you know, and we just Kelton made the big pitches and big moments. And Bryce Flaker, you know, we worked a little bit on his swing yesterday. We changed a little bit, and you know, he hit that ball down the line. And then we got a bunt down there too, and just, you know, executed in late games and got him in.
And you guys did that, you know, Bryce with that big double really to kind of start things in that portion of your inning, and then scores the run there. Just the sophomore, certainly. But it's the small things. It's the manufacturing, base runners manufacturing that one run. And you knew it was going to be a grinder like that. Coach, what can we look for? I mean, now you guys both, I mean, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves, but this is a big game today.
Right. I like the way we're playing. You know, we've won, 14 in a row or 13 in a row, something like that now. You know, but we've got a couple injuries too, and small school baseball, those injuries can hurt. So we got to take care of those two guys that had a little bit of bumps and bruises today. You know, we got right back at it again tomorrow with a tough doubleheader against Bondwell and then Spencer. So no time to relax. Hopefully we can come back and play well again tomorrow.
Absolutely. Coach, anything else before we get it over to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player and our senior ace here in Kelton Opper?
Just a shout out to my brother Bob in Arizona. I know he's watching all the time, and obviously we're going to be good to the people.
Good to the people, Coach. We got to do the fist bump too, though. Yeah, we got it. That's head coach Wayne Sankey here. Kelton, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless almost, because I think it was just such an inspiring game between two top-tier pitchers, not only in the conference, but I would argue in the state, certainly. And you come out of here with an inspiring 1-0 victory. Talk about a game like today, Kelton.
It's always exciting playing them because they're always going to compete. They're never going to give up, and I'll 100% give them credit for that. That's why I love playing them. Even if you're up 7-0, they can come back and still win.
Absolutely, Kelton, and I would say today you pitched outstanding. Coach talked a little bit about the defense. You know, you guys turned the 6-4-3 double play a couple innings, into the game here. But no rest for the weary. I know this is one game, but a very important game and a conference rival here. You guys are back in action tomorrow, doubleheader with Bonduel and Spencer. Kelton, what can we look forward to in this final, what I'll say, probably month or so of baseball here?
I know these guys love baseball, and they're always going to compete, so that's all I can guarantee is that they're going to compete.
They're going to compete, and I know you will too. Kelton, anything more before we get you in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House here?
No, not today.
Okay, well, you know the drill. I know you know the drill. I'll count you down. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and then I'll have you say your name and that you are in the house. So we'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Kelton Hopper, and I'm in the house.
We got to get a fist bump there. That's senior left-hander Kelton Hopper here, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. Gets the victory here today, goes the 6 innings strongs, scatters the 3 hits, I believe, the 8 Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts here today. Tomas Uemura comes in here to close things down. Both teams with just the 1 loss in the CW South Conference. A lot of baseball, though, certainly in front of both teams here today, but a very good baseball team, very clean baseball between 2 very good baseball teams, defensively, pitching certainly, and the ability to manufacture that single run, which was really the difference in that game here today. As we mentioned, Pacelli will be back in action tomorrow. Doubleheader out at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. An 11 o'clock first pitch with Bonduel. Then they will play Spencer in the 1:30 game, the second of 2 games tomorrow. Pittsville will be on the road on Monday at Plainfield Tri-County. From Zaleski Sports, I am Brandon Berencott on the call here today. We had Braden Sutter on our production crew, keeping all of us in line, bringing you this one here. Have yourselves a very good rest of your Friday night, everyone.